Well, really my original hero, the guy that got me into the sport, was Jeremy McGrath. I saw him on TV actually, and it was kind of weird. Like, none of my family rode. There's nobody that really got me into it. I just saw it's just like anybody. Like, I was just clicking through ESPN, or I'm assuming my dad or mom was. I got a bike, and it was just kind of natural for me. But yeah, Jeremy McGrath, he was, you know, the guy that I first saw, and he's been my hero for a long time. I've actually got to know him really well, and he's a cool guy, so that's my hero. My parents, they've been there the whole time. Those are really the only people that have been there through everything. Obviously, you know, they come to the races, and through my bad times, my good times, they know me more than I know myself. The transition from the amateurs to the pros is going to be different in many ways. Obviously, it's a whole different schedule. You race for points. As amateurs, you never race for points. You do 2 motos, and that's your championship. It's just different. You're gonna have to be consistent. The intensity is unbelievable. We'll see. I think it's gonna be gnarly, but I think it'll be good, and I have all the right people around me to make it as easy as possible. There's definitely fond memories of when I was on a Super Mini. Obviously, when I first got on the 85 from the 65, it was like, you know, wow, this thing is so much bigger, and you know, I was hanging off the side of it like this, and it was really the same thing on a Super Mini. You get up again, it's like, oh, I have so much more power, and it's your new favorite bike. You know, you got the new Super Mini, or all your other friends still have 80s. You're like, yeah, man, I'm on 100. These wheels are all big, and then you get on 250F, and it's like it gets real. Like, you know, it starts getting gnarly. People start running into you and revving up at you, coming in the corners, but. You know, at the same time, do I want to go back to a Super Mini? No. I love the 250F, and I love everything about it. I mean, this first time I rode it was here a few months ago, and it was unreal. It's just like, you know, this is what I was going to be riding for pretty much the next 6 or 7 years, and it's like, yeah, this is the bike I get to ride.
It's interesting because with some of the riders like Cianciarulo and that are having a lot of success at a young age, it seems to come really easy to them. And I've been around long enough, been through my own career, raced against guys that I thought were just amazing riders, but they didn't make the transition to the pro. It's really hard to keep it all in perspective. But the number one thing is you gotta work hard, and there's no guarantees to any of it. You know, there's a lot of luck involved in all of it, but the one thing I will say is that the harder you work and the better choices you make, the luckier you're gonna get.
Yeah, Adam's, he's cool. You know, he doesn't live too far from us in Florida, and I enjoy hanging out with him. I enjoy hanging out with their family and everybody. So he's pretty funny. He tries to throw it in there, but I try to, you know, toughen him up and be rough on him because it's not easy out there. The lights class is going to be tough. So he's young now, and he'll, you know, say, oh, well, this hurts or that hurts, or, you know, just complaining. He complains. We all complain, but he complains a lot.
I thought you were so like tired. And he says, I'm not gonna make it. My legs are shot.
No, I didn't say I wasn't gonna make it. I said my legs are.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, when you made him go the long way?
Well, we're going, no, I'm going on 2 hours, and I've been cooking at about 27 miles an hour, trying to hang on to this guy's back wheel. I just pulled the corners back in. Hey, you should see the clay corners. Just the whole thing is just one rut.
We, you know, we shut that down right away. We tell him to straighten out. The tougher he is coming in, the better off he'll be.
I met Ryan back at the Cowie Supercross track a long time ago when I was getting ready for US Open, and I think, you know, we kind of got along, and the opportunity opened up when he got a facility in Florida, and I think it just worked out really. I mean, it's not too far from my house, and you know, we're pretty good friends, so obviously it's going to be a huge help making my transition to the pros.
For me, I'll be 25 this year, and he just turned pro, so I think he's going to do very well. We haven't got to ride a whole lot of Supercross together yet, but outdoors we've rode a fair amount together, and before long he'll be a guy that'll be, I think, pressuring me or making me ride harder, pushing me to the next level. Sometimes it's just over and over and over. You get stuck in a rut, you do the same thing every day, so it's good to have someone there to push you to the next level.
Training with Ryan and all those guys, it helps me out tremendously. You get to see how they prepare for that. You see them and they're training so hard. If they're training that hard, it's obviously because the races are very hard. You can go out and you can win every race as an amateur, and then you can go to your pro career, never win a race, and if you sum up your career was bad, really. I think this sport is weird in a way that you always have to be looking forward. You always have to be trying to find something to be better than the next guy, and it's a fast-paced sport. Like your career is pretty short, so you have to keep moving forward or you get left behind. Hopefully when I'm good and gone from this sport, I can look back and say, yeah, that was pretty cool. It's a race if Ryan wants it to be, I can tell you that.
Nobody drives and puts in the work and puts in the effort to go there and not win, so.
You know, if he comes into the farm and he's got an irritated look on his face, it's going to be a bad day for everyone else.
This is the only thing I know. This is the only thing I've ever done, so I can't compare it to anything.